A Lamborghini isn't just fast, it's violently fast. It isn't just expensive, it's priced to dominate the entire supercar industry. And its power? It feels illegal, even when it's completely legal. But here's the truth, that extreme performance is only the final result. The real force behind every Lamborghini is a $20 million production environment engineered to turn advanced materials, elite processes, and limited output into massive financial return. Before these machines hit the road, they pass through one of the most profit-optimized manufacturing systems in the luxury world. Inside Lamborghini's high-security Italian facilities, an operation valued at over $20 million, advanced machinery, robotic systems, and precision metalwork move with absolute discipline. Every stage is engineered to convert raw materials into ultra-high-value supercars with maximum efficiency. This isn't just a factory, it's a financial engine designed to multiply value at every step. Carbon fiber panels, aerospace-grade alloys, and hand-finished interiors aren't just stylistic choices. They're calculated elements of a manufacturing model built around profitability and exclusivity. Lamborghini's system blends cutting-edge engineering, luxury branding, and strict quality control to turn limited production volume into massive demand and industry-leading margins. This is where precision manufacturing meets elite economics, where every $400,000 supercar is the result of a process built to generate profit from start to finish. Every Lamborghini begins long before it reaches the factory floor. Its origin isn't the assembly line, it's the global supply chain, a network of high-performance materials pulled from some of the most advanced industries on Earth. The carbon fiber that forms Lamborghini's iconic lightweight structure isn't Italian at all. It comes from elite facilities in Japan and Germany, where aerospace-grade polymers are spun into strands thinner than a human hair. These fibers are woven, cured, and compressed into panels that can survive staggering forces while weighing almost nothing. The heart of every engine, its aluminum, titanium, and forged steel components, starts as molten metal mined across Europe and South America. These materials are selected for strength, heat resistance, and precise molecular consistency. Lamborghini partners with global suppliers capable of micrometer-level tolerances because even a microscopic flaw can destroy performance at 300 kilometers per hour. The leather interiors come from world-class tanneries in Italy and Northern Europe, where each hide undergoes strict selection to meet luxury-grade standards. Even the smallest elements, stitching threads, ceramic brake compounds, alloy calipers, are sourced from industries operating at the intersection of aerospace, motorsport, and high-luxury manufacturing. Why does this matter? Because a Lamborghini's value isn't defined only by design or speed. It's defined by the rare, high-performance materials that justify a $400,000 price tag. These materials shape the driving experience, reinforce the brand's identity, and fortify Lamborghini's position as one of the most profitable supercar manufacturers on the planet. Before a single component enters the $20 million factory, the question is already being answered. What is a Lamborghini truly made of? Once Lamborghini's premium materials arrive at the Sant'Agata Bolognese facility, the transformation begins with one of the most controlled intake systems in the supercar industry. Every shipment, carbon fiber spools, aluminum castings, forged engine components, electronic systems, and handcrafted interior materials, is scanned, cataloged, and assigned to precise storage zones. Nothing touches the production line without verification. Each batch undergoes strict checks for thickness, density, durability, or heat resistance to ensure it meets Lamborghini's uncompromising standards. Carbon fiber sheets are sorted by grade and function. Heavy, multi-layer composites are reserved for core structural elements like the monocoque, while lighter, more flexible panels are designated for aerodynamic parts such as spoilers, diffusers, and side intakes. Automated laser systems cut each sheet with micron accuracy, and every piece is tagged with a unique code, allowing it to be digitally tracked across the entire manufacturing process. Engine components flow through a separate, highly controlled pathway. Forged crankshafts, precision-machined cylinder heads, valves, and titanium rods are routed into temperature-regulated rooms where they acclimate before assembly. This stabilizes the metals, preventing microscopic expansion or contraction that could compromise tolerances at extreme speeds. Electronics, including ECUs, sensors, wiring harnesses, and digital clusters, are placed in anti-static environments and run through diagnostic testing long before installation. Interior materials have their own preparation sequence. Leather hides are scanned for imperfections, sorted by grain and texture, then softened and conditioned for cutting. Every element, from stitching threads to emblem badges to small trim pieces, is organized in advance to ensure the cockpit feels consistent, tailored, and uninterrupted. By the time the intake phase is complete, every material is perfectly staged for the next stage of transformation. Lamborghini's efficiency isn't just about fast production, it's about the precision of preparation. Every component, from structural composites to the smallest bolt, is placed exactly where it needs to be for the build to move like a seamless, high-value machine. Inside Lamborghini's state-of-the-art production line, raw materials enter their most defining stage, the moment they stop being individual components and begin forming a supercar. This phase starts with the carbon fiber monocoque, the foundational structure of many Lamborghini models. Pre-cut carbon fiber sheets are layered into precision molds by a combination of skilled technicians and automated systems. These molds are loaded into massive autoclaves, where intense heat and pressure fuse the fibers into an ultra-rigid, ultra-light shell. It's a mechanical and chemical process borrowed directly from aerospace engineering, creating a structure capable of surviving extreme speeds, forces, and aerodynamic stress. The engine, the soul of every Lamborghini, is assembled in a separate area renowned for its surgical silence. Here, technicians build V10 and V12 engines almost entirely by hand. Each forged piece is installed with exact torque values using hydraulic tools, digital gauges, and laser alignment systems. Every piston, valve, and rod is positioned with microscopic precision. Once assembled, engines are transferred into soundproof testing chambers where they are ignited, pushed to high RPMs, and analyzed for power output, vibration, thermal behavior, and emissions. These engines face extreme stress tests long before they ever power a real car. At the same time, aluminum and composite body panels undergo their own transformation. Robotic arms cut, weld, and contour the metal with micrometer accuracy. Automated scanners map every angle to ensure aerodynamic perfection. Painted panels then enter a multi-stage finishing cycle, chemical baths for adhesion, electrostatic paint application for flawless coverage, and clear coat curing that produces Lamborghini's signature mirror finish depth. Suspension systems, braking assemblies, and drivetrains are integrated with equal precision. Carbon ceramic brakes, electronically controlled dampers, and advanced AWD systems are calibrated so the car reacts with absolute immediacy to every driver input. Every mount, bolt, and alignment point is verified through sensors and digital tracking. By the end of this phase, the once separate elements, carbon fiber, molten metals, electronics, and mechanical systems, begin merging into a unified machine. This is Lamborghini at its core, a point where chemistry meets engineering, where software merges with steel, and where raw materials evolve into a supercar capable of bending air, light, and speed to its will. With the core structure and mechanical systems completed, the Lamborghini enters its most transformative stage, the phase where engineering precision meets handcrafted artistry. This is the point where the car stops looking like an assembly and begins presenting itself as a true supercar. The process begins with chassis alignment using high-accuracy laser calibration systems. Every angle, seam, and mounting point is measured down to fractions of a millimeter, because at speeds beyond 300 kilometers per hour, Even microscopic deviations can distort aerodynamics, stability, and handling. Next comes the body assembly. Aluminum and carbon fiber panels are hand-fitted to the chassis, not merely attached. Skilled craftsmen sand edges, refine contours, and adjust each piece until it blends into the structure with zero visible transition. Doors, hoods, and spoilers are repeatedly tested and rebalanced until they open with perfect fluidity and close with a signature Lamborghini resonance. Painting is a multi-stage fusion of chemistry and craftsmanship. Panels move through climate-controlled environments where primer, base coats, and clear coats are layered with scientific precision. Robotic sprayers guarantee consistency, but human specialists control the artistry, reviewing every inch of the finish under multiple lighting environments. A microbubble, a ripple, a shadow, even a hint of irregularity means one outcome. The entire panel is sanded down and resprayed. The result is a flawless mirror-like surface that amplifies Lamborghini's bold colors and sharp design language. Inside the cabin, refinement becomes even more intimate. Master leather craftsmen hand-stitch seats, dashboards, and side panels using hides selected earlier for texture and purity. Stitching must be perfectly straight. Colors must match with zero variance. Padding must strike the balance between luxury and performance. Carbon fiber inlays, Alcantara elements, digital clusters, and custom configurations are installed with meticulous precision to create a cockpit that feels luxurious, aggressive, and unmistakably Lamborghini. Before leaving this stage, electronic systems are calibrated. Drive modes, traction mapping, exhaust tuning, adaptive suspension, and infotainment functions undergo diagnostics to ensure flawless communication with the car's central control system. This is the point where raw mechanical brilliance becomes visually undeniable. Through relentless detail, controlled processes, and master-level craftsmanship, the machine evolves into its final identity, a supercar that looks as sharp as it performs and feels as luxurious as it is powerful. The final stage of a Lamborghini isn't about adding more power. It's about earning the right to be a Lamborghini. Every Aventador, Huracán, and Revuelto rolls off the assembly line looking complete. But appearance means nothing here. Before it can carry the raging bull, each machine must survive a sequence of inspections and tests as unforgiving as the engineers who built it. The process begins with visual inspection. Under bright, studio-level lighting, specialists examine every surface, every panel gap, every stitch, every carbon weave. A millimeter of misalignment is unacceptable. A microscopic flaw in leather, paint, or carbon fiber isn't polished or overlooked. It's redone from scratch. Lamborghini refuses to ship a single mistake. Next comes dynamic testing. The engine is cold-started for the very first time, and its roar is analyzed by sensors tracking vibration signatures, oil pressure, temperature curves, and dozens of invisible mechanical behaviors. These readings determine whether the engine is worthy or whether it returns for recalibration. Then each car faces the rolling road test. Here the supercar accelerates, shifts, and brakes while remaining physically stationary. Tires spin at highway speeds. Instruments measure drivetrain response, transmission behavior, traction mapping, and sound resonance. Engineers aren't listening for noise, they're listening for harmony. But the ultimate test is the real world. Every Lamborghini undergoes an aggressive shakedown on actual roads. Rough surfaces, smooth asphalt, high-speed straights, and tight cornering sequences. Test drivers push the car harder than most owners ever will. If anything feels off. The car goes back into revision. Because in Sant'Agata Bolognese, good enough doesn't exist. Only after surviving all these trials does the car receive its badge. A symbol not of luxury, but of standards so high they are nearly unreasonable. And that is the purpose behind the entire process. A Lamborghini is more than a vehicle. It is human ambition shaped into metal. A creation of thousands of hands, tens of thousands of hours, and decades of refinement. All converging to produce a machine that forces the world to dream. From the first cut of carbon fiber to the final stamp of approval. This is where precision becomes passion, passion becomes purpose, and purpose becomes profit. This is how Lamborghini turns craftsmanship into confidence and supercars into super profits. From the first spark of raw material to the final roar of a V12, every Lamborghini stands as proof of what humans can create when imagination refuses to remain ordinary. The journey of each machine reveals a simple truth: greatness isn't born finished. It is shaped, refined, tested, and transformed until it becomes something worthy of the world's attention. Steel becomes strength, carbon becomes possibility, and dreams become engines. As each Lamborghini leaves the gates of Sant'Agata, it carries more than design and engineering. It carries a belief. That progress is not an accident. It is a decision to push harder, aim higher, and challenge everything the world considers enough. This is the real business behind these supercars. Not just profit, purpose. Because when a brand commits to relentless excellence, profits follow naturally. Driven by passion, sharpened by precision, and multiplied by the courage to innovate. So whether you're building a machine, a career, or a dream of your own, remember what Lamborghini proves every single day. You don't start perfect, you become it.